Hello and welcome to another video in the water series. This video is going to be about adding drinking water amenities to OpenStreetMap, and I had done 2 YouTube shorts about that recently, but people had pointed out that it's very difficult to follow shorts because you can't really go back and pause them and stuff like that. So I'm going to do a similar thing in a longer video, but I'm still going to use OSMAnd. I'm using an emulator because it's a bit easier on the desktop computer, but it works the same way. So again, we're in Wikimedia. I promise we'll be in a different town for the next video. But I had left these 2 notes here the last time I was in Wikimedia to indicate where the drinking water is. Interestingly enough, I have since looked at Waterways Ireland. They have also a map on their website which uses OpenStreetMap as their base map, if you want to check it out. And their map says that there is no drinking water along this quay. But I've personally tried, I think, this one here, this one, and I'm still alive. So I'm fairly sure it was drinking water. And I was talking to people who were moored here, and they said it's fine to drink, you just have to let it run for a little while. So anyway, obviously when you're out and about you wouldn't map off notes, but since I'm not in Wikimedia at the moment, I'll have to work off the notes. But in real life, you would just walk around and discover these drinking water amenities and then map them. So there's one that is already mapped, and we will add the other 2 here. So I'll go here and click here, and this will open the note, which we will just ignore for the moment because I already told you that this is where the drinking water is. So instead we're going to click on actions, and because I'm in the landscape format, it looks different than when you're in the portrait format on your phone. I just thought I'll make use of the full screen while I have it. So you click on actions here and on create POI, and this type is a water tap. You might get different types of drinking water, but this is just a tap that you open up and the water flows. So the basic key is, water tap, and you can just type that in there and it comes up. And then you want to add a couple more tags, and you go to advanced, and you see the key is man-made and the value is water tab. And then you can add amenity, drinking water, because that's what it is. And then, as I said in the previous YouTube shorts, drinking water refill, because usually that's what you want to do when you're on a boat. And also if you're conscious about the environment and you don't want to buy too many plastic bottles and you've brought your own refillable bottle, you can just refill it there. So you use drinking water refill. Yes. And that's the basic tag. You could add a survey date if you wanted to. Since I'm not there at the moment, I'm not going to add it. I could check when I left the note. I'll do it the next one. And then you have to hit save at the bottom right. And you see it shows the tags there as they will be displayed later on. If I had an image, if I had a mapillary image there, I don't. I could add that as well, which, as I said, I don't have one, so I won't do that. This one here, I think I hadn't mapped as a water tap, so I'm just going to go in here and go into actions, advanced, and you see here I don't have man-made, it's all in alphabetical order. I don't have the man-made water tap, so I'm going to add that here, man-made water _ tap. But you see there's the survey date, it was the same date I did that, so I can just copy that here for the other 2. There's also no fee, which is sometimes important, and we'll get to the bottle bit later on. And access is yes, because it's public access. So I save this now to save the water tap thing, which is down here, and go back to this one add the survey date in the advanced options. Survey :date, which is not a preset, you have to remember that, and paste the date. And then fee, no, and access, yes. And save that. And then the last one is here. So I just hold again, try to remember all the tags I used previously. Actions, create POI, water tap, amenity, drinking water, drinking water refill, yes, survey date, because I still have it in my clipboard, fee, no, and access, yes. So these are 3 water taps now in Wikimedia. There could be more. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't really surveyed this area here, down where the lock is. But I will upload these 3 changes now. You can do it after every single one. Usually you will only gonna map 1. So if I go in here, no, sorry. If I go into, I have to click on the edited one. I can click upload from here for every single one. But if I want to upload them in bulk, I go into the menu, My Places, OSM Edits, and hit the upload button at the top right there. And then I have to mark them all and hit the upload button again. And it has a summary here of what I've done. And then I can hit upload then. This is one way of mapping the drinking water refill things. And another way is in EveryDoor, but it doesn't have as many things in its preset. EveryDoor is another mapping app. Usually when you use EveryDoor, you have to download the data set for the area that you're in, just to make sure that you have the most recent data, which makes sense. So I've zoomed in on the key there in Wikimedia, and I'm going to hit the download, either no data, tap here to download. So I can tap there, or I can tap the download button at the top left. But I'm going to click here. And then it has 4 modes, so to speak, to show things. The first one is amenities, in a way, or is it POIs? I'm not really sure how to call it. The second one is definitely amenities, and the third one is everything to do with buildings, and the last one is for notes. And you see there are the 3 notes, 2 of which I could close now, which I won't do now. But I'll go back to POIs, I suppose, and it should be drinking water. You see here is a green dot, so it would be this one here. It loads a preset and gives you some more options. So for example, bottle filling, which is the one that I showed you before in OSMAnd, where it said bottle yes. So that's what you do here. You just click yes. And I'm not so sure about the wheelchair access. I'd say it's probably no. And it gives you a couple more fields here. So covered, it's not covered, and it's not indoor. And I think there's street lamps there, but I'm not entirely sure. And I can give survey as a source as well, if I wanted to. I could add the last check date as well, instead of the survey date, but I won't do that now. So save, and that has added the bottle tag to this one. This one already had it, but this one doesn't. So I'm just gonna go in there and add all the things that I just added already. So bottle filling, yes. which is not available for every drinking water amenity. Sometimes you just have a thing that you have to drink with your mouth from, if you get me. But more and more have the bottle refill option to save on plastic bottles. And I'll save that, and that has added these two details. And then, very important, to upload, hit the, where before was the download button, it has changed into an upload button because I've made changes. So I have to upload it by clicking on this button here. And it doesn't ask for a change set comment. And that's all you can do. And these 3 drinking water amenities should now be on OpenStreetMap. I hope I explained it in an easy enough way, and I hope you'll go around exploring drinking water amenities and adding them to the map so people know that they don't have to buy plastic bottles anymore. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you soon again in another water and boat related video. Slán go fóill.